My apartment had a secret basement. I was never supposed to find it. I moved to Chicago for a job after college, fresh start, new life, just me and a crappy second-hand couch. I found a one-bedroom apartment in an older brick building. The kind of place that was vintage if you squinted hard enough. The rent was suspiciously low, but I didn't care. I just wanted peace and quiet. I signed the lease in under 10 minutes. The landlord, a quiet middle-aged woman named Deborah, handed me the keys and said, "Oh, and don't use the basement. It's sealed for a reason." I thought she was just being weird, maybe dramatic. Whatever. I didn't plan on going anywhere near a dusty old Chicago basement anyway. The first month was fine. Quiet. Cold. Lonely. But fine. Then I started noticing the noises. At night, mostly. Low banging sounds. Dragging. Sometimes it sounded like furniture being scraped across concrete. At first, I thought it was the neighbors. But I didn't have any neighbors. The 2 units beside mine were empty. Still being renovated. One night, I was brushing my teeth around 2 a.m. and I heard it again, louder this time. A dull thud followed by something that sounded like footsteps. Slow, heavy, deliberate. Coming from beneath the floorboards. I froze. Even turned off the faucet just to hear better. And then silence. The next morning, I asked Deborah if someone was working down there. She looked at me for a long second and said, "There's no one in that basement. The door's welded shut." I didn't believe her. So I went looking. At the back of the building, through the laundry room, there was a bolted metal door with a padlock on it. The frame was covered in old rust and what looked like scorched metal, as if someone had tried to melt it shut. But here's the thing, there were fresh footprints in the dust in front of it. Bare footprints. Not boots. Not shoes. I couldn't sleep for nights after that. I kept hearing sounds. Whispering. Knocking. And then, one night, I saw it. I woke up around 3 a.m. and walked into the kitchen to grab water. No lights on, just the orange street glow seeping through the window blinds. And I saw the basement door was open. Wide open. I know what you're thinking, I must have been dreaming. Sleepwalking? Hallucinating. That's what I told myself too. But when I turned the kitchen light on, the footprints were there. Wet. Muddy. Leading from the back hallway into the middle of my living room and stopping right next to my bedroom door. That was the night I called the cops. They came, checked the building, said the door wasn't tampered with. That it was probably old plumbing making noise and I probably imagined the door being open. But I wasn't imagining the smell that started the next day. It was like rot. Like meat left in the sun for days. No matter what I cleaned, sprayed, or bleached, it stayed. Until I had enough. I bought bolt cutters. It took me almost an hour to snap through the padlock. My hands were shaking the whole time. I kept telling myself, "You're being crazy. It's just a basement." I opened the door. The air hit me first. Stale, sour, thick. It felt alive. The stairs were steep and old, barely lit. I had a flashlight and even that seemed to dim as I descended. There were old tools scattered on the ground. Paint buckets. A rusted chair. Random broken junk. And then I saw the door. A wooden one, half-rotted, tucked behind a hanging tarp. Someone had added this door long after the basement was built. I opened it. Slowly. And inside was a small room, not more than 10 feet wide, with a stained mattress on the floor and pictures on the walls. Pictures of me. Eating dinner. Watching TV. Sleeping. Someone had been living under me. Watching me. I backed out of there so fast I tripped on the stairs and cracked my flashlight. I didn't stop to look behind me. I just ran up, slammed the basement door, and called 911 again. This time, they found signs that someone had been squatting down there. Old food, empty water bottles, and worse, a small tunnel dug into the foundation, leading out into the sewer system. They never found the guy. And here's the part that keeps me up at night. When the cops asked the landlord how long the basement had been sealed, she admitted something. It wasn't always. I only welded it shut after the last tenant disappeared. I moved out the same day. I left everything behind. And now, no matter where I move, I make sure there's no basement. No hidden doors. No vents big enough for a person to crawl through. Because somewhere out there, he's probably looking for his next apartment.